For most of the 20th century, biologists viewed the avian brain as a collection of rigid reflexes. Birds were considered biological machines, driven entirely by instinct. Early pioneers of animal behavior, like Konrad Lorenz, shown here, studied foundational mechanisms like imprinting in geese. To the scientific establishment, these behaviors proved that birds were simply acting out pre-programmed routines. This assumption extended directly to parrot speech. Researchers categorized their mimicry as a biological tape recorder hitting play. The bird heard a sound, associated it with a physical reward, and repeated it to get a cracker. The scientific consensus was settled. The avian mind was a closed loop, considered incapable of abstract reasoning, context, or true learning. Then came Alex. Over 3 decades, this African gray parrot would dismantle the scientific baseline of animal intelligence. Early interactions with Alex revealed a bird engaging in genuine, two-way communication with his handlers. Alex appeared to be an active participant in his environment, making choices that suggested a mind processing information rather than just recording it. As his vocabulary expanded, Alex stopped making generic demands. He started issuing specific requests based entirely on his immediate environment. He could differentiate the physical state of his food. He would specifically ask for cold, soft corn when he wanted kernels straight from the refrigerator, and reserve the term rock corn for dried kernels. He actively tested the objects researchers handed to him. He would tap an item with his beak, analyze the texture, and correctly declare the base matter it was made of, like rock or wood. By categorizing these physical properties, Alex demonstrated a firm grasp on the nature of the items he named. He was connecting language directly to physical reality. To prove advanced cognitive intelligence, scientists require a subject to apply abstract concepts to completely unfamiliar, novel situations. Look at this diagram of a standard tray test. Researchers placed a random collection of varying objects in front of him. They'd ask a filtering question: how many green block? Alex had to visually isolate the green blocks and calculate the exact quantity. Every single tray presented an entirely novel collection. He could not rely on a rehearsed, memorized answer. He had to actively evaluate the chaos in real time. He was filtering data and doing mental math on the fly. Science previously reserved this capacity for abstract mathematical reasoning exclusively for humans and higher primates. Outside of test parameters, Alex carried a distinct personality and a highly demanding ego. He demanded attention, asked to interrupt researchers' conversations, and even initiated his own tests. He would hold up objects and spontaneously ask the humans, "What color bigger?" He also acted as a strict peer. When younger student parrots in the lab gave incorrect answers, Alex would interject with a frustrated squawk, the equivalent of "duh," and provide the correct answer himself. Correcting a peer requires an awareness that other individuals possess their own distinct thoughts, and that those thoughts can be factually wrong. Psychologists call this theory of mind. Over 30 years, the relationship between Alex and his primary trainer deepened into a collaborative bond far outside the bounds of a scientific experiment. This partnership ended abruptly. At the age of 31, decades short of a typical parrot's lifespan, Alex died. On his final night alive, the lab routine was winding down. His trainer shut off the equipment and reached to turn out the lights. Before the room went completely dark, Alex spoke his final sequence of words to her. "See you tomorrow. Be good. I love you." The cognitive baseline Alex established over 30 years gives these final words their weight. In that darkened room, a conscious mind chose to express affection to a lifelong companion.